Welcome back, guys, to Two Beerded Guys. This is episode 38. We're almost through our first year of episodes. We have the amazing Josh Cecil with us today, and he's going to give us a little magic, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I am TBG_OpsGuy.
Mudhog being Q.
And again, our guest, Josh Cecil.
Cecil Magic.
Cecil Magic, perfect. Cecil
I'm the mustache guy.
The mustache guy?
Mustache between two beards.
Yeah. I like it. That's a good look. I like it.
Yes.
I'm a fan. And behind the camera, the one, the only.
I'll scream Matt.
Welcome back, everybody. It should be a good time. We have 9 fantastic beers lined up. Well, 8 fantastic beers and one we're scared of.
Yes.
Which is the one we're starting with.
And I'll take a moment because we have a special title for this episode. Matt, what's that title?
We got a magician!
I just felt like we needed to give it its due.
I didn't know what you ended up naming it, so...
Yeah.
We weren't really original.
All caps, bunch of exclamation marks.
I think I should say real quickly, I've got something in my eye.
Oh, God.
So if you see me wiping my eye and it looks like I'm crying, I just want you to understand
He's
not
having
these
that
guys.
good of a time.
I was really expecting like a magic joke, like, I've got something up my sleeve for you guys.
to magically get rid
He's
of this
setting
thing
us
in my
up
eye.
for some really elaborate thing. His eyes going to come out here real soon.
Yeah.
I was
Your card
actually...
out of my eye.
Just a stream of handkerchiefs.
Was it the Ace of Clubs?
You all right, my man?
Yeah,
Do you
I'm fine.
Do you need to go to the bathroom?
No,
rinse it out or
let's go.
something?
Come on, push through it.
I'm really looking for the payoff on this.
Elaborate setup. I love it.
All right, guys. As always, we start the show off with the beer we're most excited for. Matt, what's the one you're anticipating?
Trey Blood or Trey Blood?
John.
I am looking forward to... No, not the 2-year-old Blueberry Saison. No.
Why are we subjecting ourselves to that again?
You know, I'm looking forward to the Goza.
The Goza?
Yeah.
All right. Josh?
The Alchemist there. That looks interesting.
Focal banger, absolutely.
Like a good IPA.
For me, it's going to be the Anchorage Sour. I'm a huge fan of sours anyways, and Anchorage, we haven't had anything bad by yet, so...
Expensive.
Yeah, Jesus
Not
Christ.
bad.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. We got some good ones, though. We got some that we bought for just can art. I'm looking at you, Pipe Dream.
Yep. Better be good.
It's got some decent ABV, though.
Yeah, we have 2 different Trey Bloods today. One that's non-barrel aged, one that's barrel aged, which are both rocking at 12 and 15% on those 2, so that should be interesting. Can tell Matt bought those, can't you? But we're good to go. We're going to start off with the one we're most scared of, and that's going to be the Mr. Blue Rustique Saison Style Ale with blueberries by, I think it's Tool Brewing out of Copenhagen.
All right.
Copenhagen.
So yeah, we'll start with this bad boy. After I pour, we'll go over the scoring system as normal, but...
Copenhagen is the native home of tobacco chaw, isn't it?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. I mean, that's where it originated, right?
Yeah.
Is that where our one viewer from Twitch was from?
I believe so, actually.
Well, side note while you're pouring there, a couple catch-ups on some people joining in. I'm going to start calling him Monsieur Moistner. Throw a little sauce on it.
What up, Randy?
He's on here. Says, good afternoon, fellas. Russell is always on. Yay for Mondays, he proclaims.
Russell the Love Muscle. What's up, brother?
And Kelly says 100% waiting for him to pull something out of his eye.
Me too.
Yeah, that's his.
Actually quite painful.
Thank you. Oh, hello, old friend.
All right.
I like that color, boys.
Oh.
Yeah, that is an interesting color.
It's very, very easy.
It does not have the ABV on here.
It looks okay and it smells okay so far.
Not that we're skeptical or anything.
It means it must be a duck, right?
Ooh. Not the flavor I expected from a Saison.
Ah.
I'm going to suggest that the blueberry flavor has mellowed over the course of 2 years by a lot.
I will second
Makes
that.
sense, yeah. It kept the color.
It also seems to have picked up some aluminium flavor.
It does feel like it's we'll say soured in the can.
It's that natural aluminum.
A little bit.
Whew.
Still not the worst thing we drank.
Sad thing is, it's really not that bad. But when you're expecting one thing, and you take a sip, and it's that much different, it's like, oh.
For a 2-year-old beer, it's not bad.
No.
I mean, it's bad.
Considering it's alright. If it was fresh, it'd probably be pretty good.
If I were like a World War II soldier, and I was in France, and I came across this at like an abandoned French farmhouse, I would probably drink it.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about? If you were a World War II soldier and you ran into any beer in an old farmhouse,
Sure.
I mean, you both made valid points.
Or Copenhagen, I guess I would have to be Copenhagen.
I'm fairly certain I could run into Listerman Pride beer, and if I'm in World War II, my ass is probably still going to drink it.
No, it is, yeah. I mean,
Not according to the score you gave it, sir.
I don't plan on going back into World War II and being a soldier.
yeah.
We also got Carrie
Good
on.
though,
What's
isn't
up,
it,
good
Carrie?
sir?
We got his place on Wednesday.
Yeah, he says looking forward to another night
Oh,
of beer.
shit, I
He's got us
forgot
on the
about that.
big screen, so no pressure,
Oh,
boys.
yes.
While he's drinking a Dirty Cliff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Oh,
Is that like an After Dark Cliff? Like,
No, it's Books and Brews Dirty Cliff. It's the coffee-infused Clipper.
Oh, I think it's like the Cinemax version.
Where's the pour bucket?
John's
John's
glass.
glass.
John's glass.
Yeah, I'm gonna muscle through this one real quick.
yeah, it's not a great beer.
We're going to need a rinse. Off-screen,
Yeah.
Matt.
You don't say.
You know what
Yeah.
it reminds me of? When I was in college and just getting into trying a bunch of different beers. I went to the liquor store and bought, I just got like a bunch of different bottles or cans or whatever of things I'd never tried. And one of them was Berghoff, which I believe is out of Chicago. But I go up to pay for it, and he scans it. It's like, it's not even showing up on our system. I don't know how long it's been here. So he just gave it to me for free, but it tastes something like that with blueberries.
Yeah.
And that is not a glowing recommendation by...
Before we give our score, I will go over it real fast. Remember, we do the untapped 0.25 to 5. 3 is our perfectly average beer. 4 or higher is we're seeking out. Going the other direction, under 3 is below average. 2 and higher is, all right, I'll still drink it. You get down into 1, it's hell no, give me the water. That's how we're going to score it. We take the average of our 3 scores. As always, off-screen Matt does not count.
You don't count, Matt.
What?
You don't count.
But the 3 of our
Just making
scores...
sure you heard it.
The 3 of our scores will be averaged out. That is what will be the Two Beerded Guys score of the night for the beer. We start off, the first beer starts with John, we go around, and then we alternate from there. So, John, your score
All right.
for the Mr.
It's
Blue.
metallic and aluminum. It's soured a little bit.
It funky.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's not much more to say about it. It's not good. So I'm going to go, because of maybe it was good when it was fresh, a 0.75. But I'm drinking almost anything else.
You might want your calculator, probably.
Yeah.
Josh,
So, what is... I'd rather have water?
It's a,
anything under a 1, basically.
Under a 1. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 1.
Give it a 1.
I'd drink it over water.
I'm going to give it a 1.25, so it'll be a 1 average.
yeah, all right.
I've definitely had much worse on this show. The color held up. It was a little funky, but it didn't funk in a way that was, like, intolerable to drink.
Right.
I wasn't getting vinegar or anything like
Right.
that. So
It wasn't raw sewage or...
I'll give it a 1.25. If somebody just if I'm at a house and the only thing they have in the fridge and I really want a beer is that, it's not to the point where I'll take a water.
I would
Sure.
drink water.
Now, even if Milwaukee's Best was in the fridge, I'd probably take the Beast.
Yeah.
But, so it's that bad, but it's just not to water quality yet.
It's better than Listerman Pride.
Matt, not that you count, but what would your score be?
If I did, I would probably give it about a 1. But I would also give it that asterisk of I would be willing to try it like a fresh, if that was still like out and available, just to see how
It is
tasted
not in
good.
production anymore.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
Because like with the way it tasted,
I looked that up earlier.
2 years old, like it probably was
Probably was
pretty
decent.
good. Like with how reasonably it held up to this point.
And the one thing we talk about is this beer, this can.
That's also
this,
true.
Yeah.
But it's I also feel like it's kind of unfair to judge them for something that we drank this so far past. That's kind of on us more than them.
So what we're going to do, guys, just so you kind of have an idea, because I know everybody's looking at these cards and they're really excited. We're going to drink our next 2 beers because we have a ghost and a sour. And then after the sour, when Matt goes to do a dish wrench and all that, we're going to hop into a little Cecil Magic.
Yeah.
So we have 2 more beers, and then you get to see what you're actually here for. Let's be honest. But that's kind of what you know. So you know what's coming up, and you stick around so you can see a little bit of magic. We'll definitely do some in hour 2 as well. So
If he may
I may have to leave a little bit.
then we'll do it all in hour 1. No. Our next beer is by Dubco, Destination Unknown Brewing Company. It is the Gilgo Gosa.
And I was just
Say it again. Say it real
Destination Unknown Brewing Company, Dubco. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was an acronym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Again, it's the
That's what I'm
Gilgo,
counting on that one.
not dildo, Gilgo
Glad to
Gosa
clarify.
Yeah, good clarification.
ale with Himalayan pink salt, pink guava, and passion fruit. It is a 5% Gosa.
With that good Long Island water.
That good Long Island water. If you watched, if you happen to hop in during our panel for the Highlands Brewfest, which I'm sure you didn't.
And the last 20 minutes where the
actually
audio worked.
Yeah. When you could actually hear us
Yeah, it's
one time instead of
part of our bad.
6. And by our, John means his. Or Matt's.
No, John, I did not do anything to sum that one up.
Matt
Thank
had a
you.
second panel open. It was his fault.
But supposedly they got that good water out there. They don't even have to reverse osmosis.
I have a really hard time believing New Jersey has good water. I'm just throwing that out there.
That guy said he uses the same water as what they use in.
Sorry, Josh.
Come on. In
I'm not
like,
used to
New
something
York
else
for
being
bagels
there.
and pizza dough. So
That's true.
I have heard that about East Coast water.
I will say
It
this.
makes the dough for the pizza.
The New York bagels are the best bagels in the world.
and that's the same water that guy uses. So hopefully this place uses that same.
I
water.
brought back 36 bagels when I went to New York.
I believe the donuts.
I
No, those
believe that you
bagels.
brought back
I brought
36
back
donuts.
36 bagels. I don't eat donuts, really. Just not my thing. They're too sweet.
Sour. A little tart. Smell.
We should have drank the Dubco on the panel.
Should have drank.
Would have made more sense.
It's probably their competitor. They're like fierce rival.
Would have been perfect. Oh, that's not bad.
Not mad at that.
Not overly
that.
salted, just a little bit. Yeah. It's a little juicy, actually.
Oh,
Delayed.
God, it's so juicy.
wow!
Sorry, I was busy enjoying my beer.
Toss that one up there for you.
I even looked at him again.
Well, I was busy reading because Stephen Fox jumped on as well. What's up?
What up, Steve?
Yeah, sorry, I was doing my other job. I only got like 5 over here.
Yeah, we make you work so hard for your beer.
I mean, button clicker, dish bitch, other button clicker, comment reader, off-screen personality. Like that's 5 things right there. You guys just gotta sit there, look pretty, and drink beer. Oh, drink beer.
Those 6 jobs.
Yeah.
That guava tastes really good, actually. It's really smooth. The sour's not over the top. It's not puckering. It's just a nice, soft sour.
right here. Yeah, right there.
A little bit.
Back of the jaw a little.
But overall, it's not over the top. You're not sitting there doing the...
I think it's a real good kind of base sort of sour goza.
happy.
It's not overly fruited like some people do.
It's kind of a good balance of that sour to sweetness. Kind of like a Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. I'm not upset with that.
Actually, we have from Dubco another version of it that has some like chili lime in there. I'm actually really interested now.
Now I'm really excited to try
We
that.
do. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we do. I made a comment on it today when we were choosing our beer.
Oh, yeah, you did, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really listen to John very often, so...
Shows.
Were you talking?
Yeah. But no, that's solid. I'm happy. It's not... Sometimes you can get with a Goza a little too much salt, and that was a nice balance.
I wonder, when
Must be the water.
Smell Money said that most of the salt content comes from just a water source. It makes me wonder if they had to add any or
Well, they added Himalayan pink sea salt.
Himalayan.
That's right, I
It
did
says
see
it
that.
right in the
can
I
name.
taste
don't
the
listen to you.
Himalayan.
It's
They went
fine.
fancy.
You can taste the Himalayas.
I can taste the Himalayan sea salt for sure.
I hear like it creates a good atmosphere and is healthy.
Yeah, I got one of those lamps in my room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked by that.
That's how he knows what it
I
tastes
can-
like.
Yeah, I'm tuned into the taste. I sleep with that thing on. I wake up just salty.
Good morning. Josh, you're first to give a grade on this one.
You know what? I like that. I don't know that I would seek it out. Maybe on like a nice hot day. So I'm gonna go 3, kind of middle of the road there. I like that.
I'm going to give it a 3.5. I'm not going to search it out, but I'm interested to try the next version we have of it. So, yeah, I'll give it a 3.5 myself.
I'm gonna go 3.75
Ooh, getting
because
high.
I'm not quite seeking it out, but it's tantalizing enough that I want to go seek out other versions to see if they're better.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm not seeking this one out again.
So what's your score? Like, it's 375. What's our score? My bad.
So, well, that didn't work.
Matt, while he's doing that, what do you think?
Feet are getting cold. I would agree with you. 3.5. It's above average. Not quite stick it out, but that's definitely good, refreshing. Had a good balance of the tart and the sweetness. I'm really enjoying guava in beers. I'm finding out on here.
I've noticed that with you especially.
Yeah.
You've been like, ooh.
It's good.
3.5.
3.5 average?
Average.
It's a solid start. What, making up for the 2-year-old Saison. When we put that out today, we kind of knew. We knew.
Now it's off the list, though. Woo!
Yeah, but we had to get it out of the fridge.
Now the anxiously excited, unsure of.
I'm pumped for this one. So this will be our last beer before we do Magic. Matt's so happy.
I know. And Todd just insert himself into your magic. You know, before we do magic, not before we have magic done.
Well, damn straight. It's the Two Beerded Guys show, all right?
I'm not doing magic.
Yeah. See, but Tyler's going to contribute
I'll have
to
Tyler
magic.
do a magic trick.
Oh, God.
I'll teach him one.
Can you do the one where you saw him in half?
You don't have a big enough saw. Hey, you don't have a big enough saw for this.
Difficulty.
Our next beer is by Anchorage Brewing Company. It is the Tide and its Takers Triple with Botanomyces. Ale aged in French oak Chardonnay barrels. 9% ABV. This is an unshored ale. Wild and remote, there's a beer where the sea used to be. I believe there will be many takers to this Tide. It begins with a soft and spicy floral nose. The Brett notes are measured and reverberate around the lemon cream pie hops, like ripples around a buoy in a beamed sea. Wood notes drift and float by and bring a bit of vanilla toward the end, but mostly the wood does the important work of softening the heat of a multi-phase fermentation that is 3 fathoms deep. Putting a snifter of this beer up to your lips is like putting a conch shell up to your ear. Living right up against the Atlantic Ocean here in Delaware. Nothing. That's weird. Here in Delaware, nothing says welcome home to me so much as the rhythmic crashing of an incoming surf on land, and I get the familiar feeling while drinking the Tide and its Takers. Woo! Like a powerful ocean.
More?
You can take this beer for granted.
Like a hurry
Its
up.
complex has a lunar pole that makes you reflexively go to the next and sips and puts you in the right mood to appreciate life and nature's bounty. To paraphrase, full punk Michelle Shocked, you know you're in the largest state of mind in the Union when you're anchored down in Anchorage. Cheers. Well, the one thing we always say is if it's on the bottle, if it's on the bottle, it has to be in the bottle.
That was a fucking short story.
So, but it gave you random stuff like the floral notes and stuff like that, so they might have given us too much.
That was a lot of info.
John was nodding off.
It was.
Right at Matt for hitting the damn button.
So this is out of Delaware or Anchorage, Alaska?
Anchorage, Alaska.
So why did it say Delaware?
I have no idea. That's when I paused because I got confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought just because words were hard.
No, and also the grammar was weird. It was like they'd forget random words when they're in the sentence.
Oh, for more of a smile, Russell says, off screen, Matt's palate is so refined. I'm like, thank you, sir.
Why does he like Keystone then?
Because I also like cheap things, John. So I can afford nicer things.
I like the color of this.
Speaking of nicer things, we're going to go play Transformers on Friday?
Okay. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Absolute beautiful bottle as well.
Oh, it reminds me, I got to take a picture of that.
I'm done.
Seriously, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, the smell's pretty good.
Oh,
I think you're picking up that Chardonnay oak.
yeah.
Big time.
That is
Am I
good.
getting that wood? Is that what I'm getting that's doing all the work
Yeah.
here?
Lots of wood.
Too much wood.
Did we send Russell a beer?
No. I never do till about 8 anymore.
Oh, man.
I'll do it now real quick.
Taste this. Ooh.
I'm not, yeah, I was right. I'm not sure about this. I appreciate the 9%, though. I heard that much.
9% is what you said?
Yes, sir.
Man, that's not boozy at all for 9%.
No.
No. That goes on Pete's DUI shelf.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. Still gotta earn this one, just a different way.
Smells wonderful.
The Chardonnay barrel definitely does. It's a big body of it.
Yeah, it's. You switch that around your mouth.
Get a little of that Belgian triple flavor. There's a little of that Belgian-y, because that's what it is. It's a sour triple.
You don't taste the Brett. The sour is not very forward, I don't think.
No, it's overall not over the top. I'm shocked Matt doesn't like it, actually.
It's just so much going on in my mouth right now.
It's very complex.
That's a first for you.
At least for a while. I just can't really process this very well.
Each sip is a different adventure.
Sip your own adventure?
Yeah, just sip your own adventure.
I'm a big fan of this. This is one of the better sours we've had.
I can appreciate that why someone would like this, but I am not the demographic for this.
This is one of the better true sours we've had. Like, not the smoothie sours, but
Yeah.
it's one of the best true sours we've had.
I also feel like too much of this will give you a tummy ache.
I think that Chardonnay barrel, I mean, it's just, it's there and it's present and it's, like if you're a wine person and you like Chardonnay.
Yeah, if you like wine, you'd love that.
This is very unique, too.
Yeah.
It is that.
It's not subtle.
No.
It's
Can't
smooth,
confirm.
though.
Yeah,
like
it's
you
good.
said, yeah.
It's not.
It's smooth. The 9% doesn't hit you in the face. There's a little bit of fruit background to it with that.
God, just a little bit of that barrel heat. Just a little tiny bit.
We guys just gazing into each other's eyes there for a hot second. Have a moment.
No.
I was trying to figure out how vehemently I wanted to disagree on that.
Told you every sip is an adventure.
Well, with your palate, every sip's always an adventure.
That's true.
Oh, I'm a fan. A little bubbly.
Yeah, come try it. I bet you will like that. So Tyler goes first.
Oh, this is the part I should have read instead of the big story. That would
Yeah.
have made more sense. Ale brewed with Styrian golden hops, triple fermented, first in oak tanks with a Belgian yeast, second in French oak Chardonnay barrels with Brett, and finally in the bottle with a third yeast for natural carbonation.
Why did they put a guy named Brett in there?
Hate him. Hate him. Hate him. I go first this time.
Wait.
Oh, I get it. I get jokes.
Oh, we should have never given him money. I'm going to go first.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 4.5.
Wow, swinging.
It is absolutely one of my favorite sours we've ever had on this show.
My next or you?
No,
It'd be
it's
John.
Me, it's me.
Okay.
And
I
I
enjoyed it a lot.
almost went 4.75.
Did you really?
It's unique without adding things. They didn't go over the top trying to add a whole bunch of stuff. They just made a great sour, stuck it in a different type of barrel than most people use, and saw what happened.
So the Belgian yeast and everything, more of the orange coriander flavor profile instead of banana clove.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Which I think does pair well with the Chardonnay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I would seek it out to drink it again, but I can recognize it's very good. So I'm going to go with 3.75.
Josh?
I would echo nearly everything you said there. But I'm going to go a little bit higher because it has unique qualities to it that were...
Beautifully crafted.
It's crafted, yeah, exactly. It's not like they're using, extracts to get certain flavors or anything like that.
Gimmicks.
Yeah,
That is a craft sour.
Yeah.
it's very, very good.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 4.
Perfect. That's totally fair. And that is a 4 average.
Perfect. Matt, what would it been for you?
I don't even know. Like, that was an adventure. Like, it's It's definitely unique. It's definitely well done. It's got a very specific flavor that's complex. There's a whole lot of stuff. It's 9%. I can appreciate. It drinks a lot smoother than that, so there's a lot going for it. I see why you guys would like it more, but I just am not the guy for that one. But out of appreciation for it, I would still probably have to give it like a 3.5.
All right, guys, it is time for what you've actually been waiting for. Woohoo! Cecil Magic.
Yeah, actually, I gotta go, guys. Oh,
There's your hype horn.
my signal.
So definitely make sure you talk about who you are.
Oh yes, Cecil Matt.
Whoa!
Thunder and
That
lightning.
was not a
I
button.
thought that was the sound.
That was his intro, right there.
Thunder and lightning,
For my
very,
next
very
trick.
frightening.
For my next trick. That was
He
good.
called that right down.
CecilMagic.com. You can find me on the interwebs at CecilMagic.com or Facebook.com/CecilMagic. You can find me there as well. Yeah, I do close-up magic. I'm not. I always tell people think David Blaine, not David Copperfield. If that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, it's only because you probably have a life and are a normal human being. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about cards. I'm mostly a card guy, so that's kind of what the focus will be. If you look at this, can the camera pick that up or no?
I mean, it shows that there's a whole bunch of cards there. But if
Okay.
you're asking like a specific card, probably not that clear.
Well, this is called new deck order. So anytime you get a deck of cards, no matter where you get from, Walmart, Walgreens, or a magic store or whatever, this is how they come, right? Ace through King Hearts, Ace through King Clubs, King through Ace Diamonds, King through Ace Spades, right? So there is a magician. His name is Percy Diaconus. He's actually a Stanford professor as well. But he did a quasi-famous experiment. I mean, I say it's famous, but I'm in a very specific circle. Anyway, he and his students at Stanford determined that if you shuffle a deck 7 times, you do like basically a riffle shuffle like that 7 times, that is a sufficient number of shuffles to get a sufficiently shuffled deck.
Scientifically proven, you're saying?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. You might see something like that. That's just and if you're out in Vegas, you're playing table games like that, you might see a series of running cuts. It's just basic cuts like that. Now, what's also interesting is that because there are 52 cards in a deck, 52 factorial. I don't know if you guys are math guys or not, but if you take
No.
1 times 2 times 3 times 4 all the way out to 52, it gives you this insanely large number, and that is the number of variations that a deck can be shuffled into a specific order, right?
Okay.
And the number is so large that scientists, I guess, mathematicians, believe that no 2 decks have ever been shuffled into the same order, which is kind of a freakish.
It's impressive
Thought to
considering
think about.
how many
Right.
people are shuffling decks
Over the
all the
course of
time.
his-
It's Las Vegas.
Over the
like,
course of
boom.
history, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Vegas
anyways,
alone.
that was about 7 shuffles there, a couple cuts in there as well. And remember, the deck was a new deck order.
Yep.
And after all that shuffling, it's still kind of surprising that these cards would still be Ace through King Hearts, Ace through King Clubs, King through Ace.
That's impressive.
That's called cheating.
Well, yeah.
And that does take practice. Now,
I thought that was called magic.
So what you're saying is
Are you a
don't play
magician or
poker
a
with
cheater?
you. Got it.
I will show you guys that out of the way. I'll show you guys the very first magic trick I ever saw. You see that?
Yeah.
So I was a young man, young boy. I walked into a magic shop, and the guy behind the counter said, "Hey kid, you want to see a magic trick?" And I said, "Is the Pope Catholic?"
Oh, I get it. I get jokes.
I was precocious. So he said, "Here, you be me, I'll be him. You be you.
Is the Pope
I
Catholic?
can do that.
You don't be the Pope. You just be me. There you go. Pick a card, any card." I picked a card, any card. He said, "Don't show me, but you can show the camera."
Show the camera, yeah.
Yeah, there was a camera there, which was weird for me as a child.
I don't have a button for that.
Should I go get my parents, sir? He said, "No, don't worry about the camera." Anyways, he took the card back from me, He said, I'm not going to look. I'm going to put it right there, about middle. Did you get a chance to look at it?
Okay.
Remember that card? So remember that card. If you don't remember the card at the end, the trick doesn't make sense. He said, I'm not going to keep any sort of breaks or anything like that. All he did, he gave the deck just a little shuffle. And I'd seen that before. My parents played cards or whatever, and I'd seen that before. He said, I'm going to give the deck a little cut, just like that, and I'd seen that before. But then he did something I've never seen before. Maybe you guys have seen it. I don't know. He's been around the block. But he took some of the cards, about half of them, turned them face up, and half of them face down, right? He took those face-up cards, and he shuffled them right into the middle of those face-down cards and created a mess, and he even showed me, he said, look, kid, some of these cards are going to be face up, some are going to be face down. Now, I don't know what your card is, so that could be it for all I know. I don't know what your card is. I don't even know where your card is, but you get to make the final decision. So, Tyler, you make the final decision here.
Okay.
He said face up or face down. And
face down.
I hoped he was talking about cards.
Really wrong.
You said what?
Face down.
That's the way. Well, listen.
Says a lot, doesn't it?
It's a little more difficult and a little more fun, but he went like this. Boom. And even though those cards were all face up, face down, face up, face down, believe it or not, they were all now facing the same direction, except for one, which just so happened to be my card, Two of Spades.
Wow.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I love that. Yeah, where's the...
There's not even one for that. Like, there's nothing appropriate yet.
Air horn.
Yeah, maybe we did that when we started. I'm not doubling down on the air horn. We need something that's more appropriate for this.
Tyler, I told you I would make you a magician. Right?
Yeah.
So we'll just use your...
A lot of thumbs up and a heart there. Just going across the screen.
We'll use your card here. Stick with the two of spades. I should know suits. We're going to lose your card. We'll just shuffle it into the deck here. And it's fine. You have no experience with magic here?
Oh, God, no.
No. Okay, that's fine.
Does the gathering count?
I didn't play that either.
That's a great quote. Here's
Over
what we're going to do. I'm going to take you from rookie to pro. No problem, okay? So what I'll do here is we're going to find your card. I'm not going to find your card. You're going to find your own card. I'll just sort of thumb through the deck. That's the only thing I'm going to do. At some point, your intuition kicks in, and you say stop, okay?
Stop.
Right here on
Tyler
this card.
has intuition?
Yeah. Good. Believe it or not, we stopped on what was your card?
It was a Two of Spades.
And it magically turned into the Two of Diamonds. Well, you're a rookie, Tyler. The chances of that actually happening were pretty slim. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. You say stop. Now, Two of Spades. Think Two of Spades.
Stop.
Right here on this card?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, your card. 0 for 2. 0 for 2, Tyler. That's okay. You know what? You're a rookie. And, geez, I'm an idiot. Those are not your cards, right?
No.
When it's Two of Spades. I did not give you a magic wand. This'll do. Take the magic wand. Every magician needs to have a magic wand. I want you to cast... I'm a big Harry Potter fan. Matter of fact, I've got a
Same.
Hogwarts shirt on right now.
Nice.
In the Harry Potter world, there was a spell they used called Wingardium Leviosa, right? It makes objects float. I want you to cast the Wingardium Leviosa spell on the deck.
Wingardium Leviosa.
But I'm going to need you to do it in a British accent.
Yeah, I
And with a
can't
little
do
more
that.
enthusiasm.
Wingardium
Let's
Leviosa!
do it. Let's go.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Leviosa. So look, after you cast the spell, Tyler, watch. One card rises, floats out of the deck. Believe it or not, it's your card, the Two.
That's pretty
Spades.
cool.
You did it!
That's pretty cool.
A round of
How'd
applause
you do
for
that,
Tyler.
Tyler?
I don't
He's
know.
amazing.
Wow. You just
This
thought really hard about that.
Tyler is a man that knows how to handle his wand. If we've learned anything here on the podcast. It's
I'm pretty sure it's the first time he's heard that.
I like it. All right.
I haven't heard that either.
All right, so during this whole last couple minutes, there's two schools of thumbs up with an occasional heart swimming in there, mingling. There's a whole bunch of oohs going by. Apparently, you're doing well, sir.
And you
Can be
will book
found.
shows.
Yes, I do restaurant gigs. I've done shows. My favorite thing to do is like breweries. So if there's any beer folk out there, I do have a liquor license. I can hop behind the bar and serve drinks if need be, but mostly hop behind the bar and entertain people at the bar.
Can you turn water into wine back there
Keeping,
then?
drinking. I'm not Jesus.
No, that's the line, huh?
Or I'd go around to tables and stuff and do. Like, I've done Indiana City Brewing and Grindstone. I used to bartend at Grindstone Public House, so yeah.
And haven't you got this concept for like the Harry Potter magic potion?
Yeah, so I've done a
anybody?
couple of shows at or shows is a very generous term for them, but a couple of stops at like Books and Brews when they do a Diagon Alley or a Harry Potter themed event. I've done some magic there, so I've got like a Harry Potter angle that I take, and I've got the robe and the wand. I'm pretty cool.
And British accent. British accent.
And I've got the British accent, so I can do that as well. Yeah.
I like that. I'm pretty cool.
So can they book you just for the British accent and the costume?
Absolutely. Yes.
And he'll bring his own camera.
Do you do wet work?
If you got tarps. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Anyway, that was awesome. Thank you for showing us those.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm for more.
I will say the Leviosa one was pretty cool.
You did
Because
it.
it made you look good.
It made me look bad, let's be honest. But alright, guys, our next beer is the Pax Verum Bitch Be Cool Strawberry Lemon Milkshake IPA. Pax Verum's locally made out of LaPel, Indiana. This is a 7% IPA at 45 IBU.
Speaking of water from the tap, they just take theirs straight out of that good old Indiana water, correct?
They
don't
do.
reverse osmosis theirs or anything, yeah?
Good lapel water, I guess.
Did that get brought up on the show over the weekend?
Not the Pax Verum water.
Dude, we were lucky to be able to talk without hearing ourselves 6 times in the echo.
Totally get it. I just didn't know if that one had to come up amidst the whole water conversations.
Now, this is the third variant of Bitch Be Cool we had on the show.
Is it?
Because we had the straight up one, and then we had the... What's that?
Are we sure we had the straight up one on here?
Yes.
I will. I'm just sitting to my side right now.
Yes.
Because I knew we had the, was it tangerine or something like that, or blood orange, or
Yeah.
some kind of orange fruit.
And as always, we'll make sure the can goes on there, especially with the Bitch Be Cool, because Samuel L. is the GOAT.
I'm interested to see how the strawberry comes through, because I don't think a lot of places do strawberry very well.
Which one's yours? The one that says bad motherfucker on it.
While everybody's taking a smell of their beer, make sure you follow us on all social medias, including Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Check out our website at www.twobeerdedguys.com. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to everything. Make sure you smash that like button. You smash that like button.
It didn't work the first time. That wasn't on me. This
How many
is
times
The
did I have to
smash
say
sound
that?
effect?
It's what we've. One of our third, I think it was our third guest, randomly was like, pew, 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 every time we said smash that like button, and now it's become the.
I like it.
Make sure you check all that out, guys. Follow us, especially if you get on YouTube. If you're a YouTuber, subscribe to our channel. We're up to 66 subscribers now. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It shocked me when I saw that a little bit ago, to be honest.
1,000 for monetization?
Yeah, we have to
We're
really
working
grow.
on it.
But it's been great getting to know everybody. We love it when you comment on our pages. We try to interact with everyone, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. So keep checking us out. We're trying to grow. We're trying to do fun things. So
Speaking
we
of
can't,
interacting in comments,
we can't do it without you.
we've got pet name of the week.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes. It's my time
We've
to
got
shine, boy.
hey there, my perfect little slow roasted pichana. Picana?
A picana, yeah.
That-
Yeah, that's the thing.
What is that, John?
Brazilian meats.
Can you get some?
It's
Oh,
Brazilian.
they're going exotic meat.
Yes, exactly.
Did you send them some interesting pictures recently? Is that what caused the...
He says she's on a South American kick at the moment.
Live! He's not the only one. There's 2 of us that run this show.
Yeah, but only one of us who's her spicy little picanha. Love you from East Coast boyfriend.
Dude, this is how bad that this show is kind of taking over my life. Like the other day, I was just around the house mopping my floor, and I was like, you know what? One of these times, like if we don't get the pet name of the week very quick, I'm just gonna come up with my own and say something like, my honey drizzled broccoli, and just see what John's face is like. That's not meat.
Honey drizzled.
I do like how while you were mopping your floors, you were thinking about our show.
I mean,
and me specifically in my pet name.
Yeah, but he called you broccoli.
I mean, you know how I feel about broccoli, right, John?
Exactly.
Just trying to think of the new thing, just spice the show up, keep it good, Always striving to improve, working on my finger for the button, doing finger exercises. Either I'm pushing too hard or not hard enough, so I gotta find out my strength, get this thing figured out.
You got one of those.
John, what do you think of this?
Ironically, I do, because it was a guitar thing.
Do you have one of the finger?
I never use it, but yes. It's my dad's. I just
You-
got it.
Strawberry lemon.
Bring it along here sometime.
I don't know if it's able to pull off strawberry lemon. I think from just crafting of the beer, it's nice and soft. It's what I would expect from kind of a hazy IPA. It's got a little bit of bitterness, but it's not overpowering.
I think it's called the Grip Master. You wanting to gift it to Cam? Is that why you want it?
No, but I now want to. That's not what I was thinking, but
Yeah.
Listen, that would only improve your wand skills. In my experience.
2 points.
I'm totally doing a new shirt with the Grip Master and got to improve my wand skills.
See, I'm getting a little bit of a funk.
Oh, yeah. Is that left over from the...
No, we've had a beer between, or not between, but since, and this was rinsed.
But it is supposed to have lemon in it.
I'm definitely getting some lemon, but I'm not getting much strawberry.
Yeah, I'm not getting any
I
strawberry
think
at
strawberry
all.
is probably pretty hard to pull off in something like this.
I'm not getting any strawberry at all. There's lemon there. It's just... And I love Pax Verum, but it has like a dirty dishwater flavor. It's like it didn't quite get the juiciness of what they wanted, and there's a little weird dankness to it that's causing it to be like dirty dishwater.
I mean, it's not the word, not what I've gone with, but I can see what you're saying. Like, I get it.
For me, it is somewhere between
What was rare on show?
Black Snake Moan and Snakes on a Plane. That makes sense.
Which one's the bad one on that scale?
That's a good point. Depending on your movie
It's
taste,
a sliding scale.
because depending on your mood and movie taste.
Yeah.
Although I will say this, Snakes on a Plane is one of my very favorite movies to watch on TV.
Yes.
To listen to the way they edit
It's
it.
got the best edit.
I'm tired of these mother-loving snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
It's actually monkey fighting snakes.
Oh no. There has been mother-loving. There has been monkey fighting. There has been the amount.
But it's always a Monday to Friday plane.
Yeah, Monday to Friday plane.
That's up there. Like the one that's the closest other runner is on Big Lebowski, which I don't even know if we mentioned it when we did the review. But
I don't think we did.
The edit on that is instead of they peed on your fucking rug, it was they peed on your priceless rug. I'm like, that almost works better. Yeah, this priceless rug. Like he's got nothing in this house worth $10, but it's priceless rug.
And that reminds me, make sure you check out our new Instagram, TBG_Drunken Movie Reviews. It is our new Instagram for the Drunken Movie Reviews. And then check out our podcast. Google Two Beerded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews. You'll find them all. On the Instagram today, we have our teaser. So if you want to know what we're recording today, you can check that out. Give us a guess. It should be...
Or give us a guess. You want to take them?
It
We're
should
booking
be.
for December.
It should be an easy one. I went pretty easy with the teaser today, but let us know. We're recording it tonight. It'll be on either Tuesday or Wednesday. So.
And thank you again, Turf's Up Radio, for hosting all this. Russell, thank you. I know you also have to jump off here soon for your own show.
Yeah, but we don't care about Russ. I mean, we love you, Russ. No, we love you, brother. Make sure you guys check out Turf's Up Radio, especially from 8 to 10 Eastern. That, is when Nightcap with Hecubus is on, and he has probably one of the more fun radio hosts I've heard in a long time. Very personable, music all over the board.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
variety is
Yeah.
definitely. We went an hour without a commercial break on Thursday.
That doesn't surprise me. Doesn't
I
surprise
was
me
going
at
to
all.
say something. I was just like,
We're gonna let
this
this roll.
This show.
I mean, it's their channel, but it's his show.
Russell
Right.
gets to talking and straight up forgets. But
So he says, "Head now, guys. Great magic. Love the card tricks. Take it easy, sir. Enjoy your show."
Bye, Russell.
Goodbye, Russell. Thank you.
we have to score this beer. John, you were first.
Huh. The strawberry definitely doesn't come through. The lemon in and of itself is hurting it a little bit. The strawberry would have been a nice companion with it if it had worked. So I'm going to go 2.5.
Josh?
Yeah. For me, this is it's neither cold nor hot. It's kind of just lukewarm.
Between
love
Black
that
Snake and Lotus
middle.
Snake's not playing.
I love his reviews.
Actually, I also like the fact that both of those have snake in the title.
Yeah,
Did you do that on purpose?
I did. Thank you. Man, I'm what you call a wordsmith.
Oh, okay. Look at you.
It's okay. I give it a 3.
I'm going to go to the other end. I'm going to go 225. Just wasn't impressed. And part of that might be because I've come to expect a lot out of Pax Verum.
Yeah.
And out of the Bitch Be Cool line in general.
Yeah.
But not a fan. 225.
Lemon by itself, and I'm going to say by itself. I know it's good. Strawberry, but
Yeah.
it didn't. Almost turned into a sour when it wasn't supposed to be.
That's what you guys said earlier. If it's on the can, it should be in the can.
Should be in the can.
And there's no strawberry notes, and even the lemon isn't real.
What's that give us, John?
It's 2.5 average.
2.5 average.
Yep. Now, I was going to ask you.
Hit me.
You have ADD, right? Because you do so
No.
many different things.
No, not at all.
So,
What's that?
right, exactly. So you have the magician stuff going on. You got the Cecil Media stuff that you do.
It's true.
Like, you're a busy dude.
I am. I can't stop it. So
Are you going to drink any more of that, Josh?
I never
Otherwise,
anything for
he's
a
not
break.
gonna
hit
rinse.
it. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so I'm a high school teacher by day. But I do exactly. But yeah, I do the magic thing. Most of it, honestly, it came out of I needed to make more money. I've got 4 kids, so I needed to make more.
Side hustles.
So it was all side hustle stuff. So the magic thing was like this hobby that I had. I was like, well, maybe I can pick up some stuff here and there.
You don't stand up.
I've done stand-up comedy. That I did a couple open mics. To say that I've done stand-up comedy is very, very generous, but I did. I got up on stage at Morty's Comedy Joint. And
Morty's is fantastic.
it's a cool place. It's not there anymore.
Nope.
Anyways, the Cecil Media thing is like the new thing right now. So I do video production for small businesses. So if you're a small business owner and you need some video, I'm cheap. I shouldn't say that.
And easy.
I'm high value.
It's cost friendly.
I'm cost friendly. Video for small business, so they don't have to break their budget. Yeah, but that's the newest thing, and oddly, I guess not oddly, in the pandemic era, the magic has died down. After I haven't had this is my first gig in a couple months, so not a lot of people
We're
are.
paying with beer.
What's that now?
We're paying with beer.
There we go.
Time to go.
People just don't seem to want to take a card during the COVID era, particularly when I cough all over them.
That's fair. That's fair. So I figure what we'll do is we'll have one more beer to end this hour. I know Josh is going to have to leave early tonight. So we're going to do one more beer in this hour. We'll take our small break, and we'll try to, if he can stay, we'll do a trick right out of break.
Okay.
Let him do a couple then, and then whenever he has to go, he can bounce or walk, whatever's easiest for him.
Levitate.
Float.
So we'll do that,
Just
and that way, if nothing else, he can
Smoke
stay.
bomb.
He's an IPA guy, and we have this IPA and one more, so if nothing else, he can try to get both IPAs in. So we'll get
Tonight, I will escape from the Hamilton County Jail. Actually, no.
Don't record that. No. This next beer, take that off can. That doesn't.
Which I'm excited for.
Is the
That's what
Focal Banger IPA by The Alchemist out of Vermont. It is a 7% ABV. Oh boy, there's another story on the back of this. We're not doing all of it.
Skip that.
So I'm going to skip all the way down to the last paragraph.
How many stanzas are in this thing?
There are 3.
What is it?
Actually, we don't even have to skip. It's the same thing we read on when we did Heady Topper. It's the same story.
Okay.
So basically, they say to drink them out of the can, not glasses. So we're breaking one of their main rules. But in the age of COVID, we're not sharing one can. Does have fantastic can art. Hopefully, you'll be able to see it.
Now, John, in the light of that statement about drinking straight out of the can, I believe after we did the Heady Topper, you actually did enjoy one straight from the source as opposed to via glass. Did you notice a difference? Was there a preferable palate change with that? Was it
That was weeks ago.
same thing?
I enjoyed it.
Well, I mean, did you notice a difference? Like, you're like, oh man, this is the better way to do this.
You do know you're talking to a guy with a chipmunk's memory, right?
I'm gonna go once again with my
Like
answer.
Rescue Rangers?
That was weeks ago. It was good. I enjoyed it.
That's all you're going to get out of him, bro.
I don't know if it made a difference or not.
I appreciate you attempting
Well, you can have
to
nice things, John.
make this show professional, but John's the one on it.
Yeah, I don't know about the there's definitely a pungent smell to this.
It's
And,
dank.
not sure that I'm a...
Yeah.
Ooh, Matt's not going to like this one.
I can already tell you that by the smell.
This is more of a traditional IPA. Matt's not going to like this one very well.
Ooh. Oh, oh, oh,
Can we get that one more time, John?
oh.
I mean, like you're perfectly on cam for all of that. But normally, like I get like click and shift over the main camera, like to try to get the reactions. But no, that was perfect.
It is, yeah. It's curling up his mustache.
I feel like that's spent some time in the basement growing cannabis.
This is old school IPA. This is...
It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
It's right
But
up my
not
alley.
bad, but not as hoppy, like hop forward as I thought it would be.
This is right up my alley. It's not overly bitter,
No.
but definitely dank.
Yeah.
So the lack of bitterness is why Matt's not dying.
Yes.
Now, don't get me wrong. There is bitter to it, just not over the top. Very, very dank. Very West Coast on that dank level, which is funny because it's out of Vermont, which is, the other direction.
I think you got really Indiana on that. Vermont.
Where am I from?
That's why I say you got really Indiana.
Damn straight. Speaking of which, on our...
When we dropped it, or when you dropped it, y'all.
when we were on the panel with the East Coast people, I dropped a y'all when talking about the Indiana beer scene, and literally one of the guys just starts laughing and goes, "Ooh, y'all made it from the South up into Indiana, or up into the Midwest." I'm like, "Hey, we're Indiana. We drop a little y'all around here." He just started laughing.
My grandmother will sometimes say "yins."
Oh,
My grandmother used to say that.
you don't hear that
Yins,
very often.
yins.
Yeah, that's some
Yins, come in here and get you something to eat.
that's some twang there.
Yeah.
Does she also make you go get your own Switch?
Mom used to drop the used to coulds. Could do that. You're just like,
I like that.
"Ooh, Jeff Foxworthy'd have a field day with that."
Yeah, I thought that was just a Foxworthy joke. You mean that was real?
No,
life?
my mom used to say that, like, legitimately. She picked it up as a kid, and yeah, it took my brother's dad and I making fun of her mercilessly to get her to stop that one. But yeah, there used to be the used to coulds.
Can I get a grant to just go study, like, slang like that?
The grant would be just hang out with my mom. You'd hear them all.
Yeah, just go interview a bunch of old people.
I really thought you were gonna.
He's
Like,
not calling you old, Mom.
I really thought that John was going to like volley that up as like, can I just go study your mom?
I thought that's what he was doing. I really did.
Yep, that's the look I had behind the screen. I'm like, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
How's your boyfriend?
Mom and him still doing well, still doing well.
Good.
I'm happy for her.
So she doesn't need any more advice.
No, she's good right now. Man,
Because there was a running gag.
yeah. Especially when we had, it was basically when Shannon was on was the big one. Shannon was having fun with that.
That's what she said.
Good Lord. That is,
I'm a fan.
I'm a big fan. Any other points on it besides dank? There's a little juice to it, but that's dank.
I mean, it's soft. It's not overly bitter, like we said. Like we've nailed it.
A little drying at the end.
Yeah.
Like right now, my tongue's you could use some water or something like.
Yeah.
But that's
It's still not as bitter as, like, for how my tongue feels right now. I would think it would be more bitter. than
exactly.
what
I
it is.
agree.
And as far as dank as it smells, you think it would be a little more bitter.
Dankier.
You'd think you'd end up with that cotton mouse. Where he's going with that?
I was like, you think you'd end up reaching for the Girl Scout cookies? Like,
You are first to rate this one.
Used to could, I could just, Yins had me over here for some beer. I'm gonna give that. I'll give it a 3. 3.25. How about 3.25?
I'm gonna give it a 4 on the dot.
Okay.
I think that is a beer I will look for. For one, I don't get traditional IPAs like this anymore.
Oh, you just
Damn near, even when you get a IPA and not a hazy or a, New England, it still ends up being a fucking hazy juice bomb. And I miss an old school IPA, and that's exactly what that is.
side note, that's something we didn't talk about was like the transparency. I don't know. I can't think of the word for this. Like the
It was
color.
definitely a lot more clear in color.
It was more clear, but looking at it like here, it's still not like.
There's still a haze to
Yeah,
it, but
it's haze-ish, haze light. I don't know. It's not
Haze
super,
light.
It's not super clear like the standard IPA like you just mentioned. So that's a base I just realized we didn't cover.
But Jonathan,
You have the conch.
Oh, okay.
Couch has the conch.
I think I'm with Tyler. It's a little bit of a throwback. It is
But don't call it a
not a
comeback.
palate destroyer. So I'm not going to drink this and be able to taste nothing for the next 3 hours. But I can appreciate the good thickness from it. I'm going to go 4 1/4. I really,
Wow.
I enjoy this. I would search it out again. I'm going to search out more from them just in general too. So tasty, and that is 3.75.
sounds good. That's a solid score for the Focal Banger.
Matt, you don't count, but what you got?
But if I did, I would agree with our mustachioed magician maestro back there. 3.5, I feel, is pretty appropriate for my palate. This definitely has got that super dankness, but it's not that all up in your face about it. It's not that super bitter hopness like you were saying, Tyler. So I can appreciate it for what it is. It's very well crafted, and I can see the traditional IPA guys really liking this. I'm just not that guy, so it honestly probably deserves better than 3 1/4, but I'm just not the guy to do it.
It's okay. I'm happy. Sorry. I was thinking about that beer. Anyway, guys, that is going to be the end
Hey,
of...
hands off your wand.
I was about to say the table.
Both hands are above the table.
Let the record show the table.
You're the only one with your hands below. I love how John says that, and he was the only one with his hands below the table. That's what made him think about it.
Your wand is levitating, too. From this angle.
Guys, that is...
Pitchimus tentimus.
That is the end of hour number 1. We'll take our quick 2 to 5 minute break. We'll come back. Josh will give us a couple more magic tricks. We'll get back to the beer. But for now, that's it. I'm TBG_Apps Guy.
Madog B&Q.
CecilMagic.com.
And behind the camera, the one and only, the ugly.
Can I be offscreenmatt.com? Can I start doing that?
No.
.com!
You don't have a website.
I'm sure it costs like $1 a year.
Huh. We're going to think about that and come back. Have a good break, people.
See you guys.
Oh, juicy.
Welcome back to hour number 2. Yeah, welcome to our life.
Yeah, right.
Welcome to hour number 2 of the Two Beerded Guys on TBG_Ops Guy.
Mudhog B&Q.
With us today, our guest.
Cecil Magic.
That's amazing. And
No, it was more. He also incepted John to do the same mustache twirl whilst he was doing it.
and behind the camera, the one and only.
I'll scream that.
But I didn't.
.com.
Did I incept him to mess with his facial hair?
I don't know. He's the magician. I'm taking his side.
Oh, okay.
Because we actually off camera just watched Josh do a magic trick for John's youngest daughter. Her face was just as excited as Matt's was while watching it.
He made a card levitate out of the box.
He did. He did.
I was even washing his hand. I don't know where I did it. I'm much older than Kylie. Oh, I think they're doing like the pinky thing. No, he wasn't.
We have a magician!
I know.
I'm so happy. Anyway, we have a beer coming up, but before that, we'll go ahead and we'll see our next trick.
Oh, okay.
No pressure.
Go.
Well, I thought
No, that's fine.
we can go to the beer if you need us
No,
to.
let's, here. Can I stand up?
Yeah,
absolutely.
In frame here if I stand up.
It's got 170 degrees.
Is that right? 170.
Yeah, 170. Chinese
Well-
GoPro, let's go.
180 was just too much expensive, or what?
Yeah, that's an extra $10.
So I'm not really a coin guy, but I will attempt some coin magic here for you guys. These are just
Okay.
$50. I've got my very manly coin purse.
You know that like the United States government would kill for that right now.
They're $50. We don't use them.
You guys remember the little pocket ones that squeeze?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, but
This is more manly, of course.
Okay, yes, absolutely.
More
So,
slender in the pocket.
I kind of frame this as a bet, right? So I've got my coins in there. Just gonna show you.
So like, do you ever walk up to like, is that a coin purse in my pocket, or am I happy to see you?
No, it's mostly the wand.
Oh.
You can't really disguise the wand in my pocket. Anyways, so the bet is I'm going to try and get the coins out of the purse using magic. Right, so here's how it works. Right, just take one just like that invisibly, put it into my palm, just like that. Watch, unbelievably, there it is. What's invisible? But if I just make the fist and just do like a little wave over it, see, then it becomes visible. See? Just like that. Now that's one. That's what, 2 to go here.
Yeah, that's
check
one.
it out. This one, just take like that. Right. Put on a little hook right there in the middle of the sky, just like that, and I just pull it out where I need it. Now listen, we're all adults here. Obviously, I'm not pulling the wands out of the sky invisibly. The wands are I'm saying I can't stop thinking about my wand.
I was gonna say like, it's gonna turn into a wand later.
It's magnificent. No, the coins
We don't want to see his wand.
are not appearing invisibly. They're jumping. See, there's 2. Just like that. Now we've got the third one comes. Watch, 1, 2, 3. 3. Down here, 3.
I was watching up there. That sleight of hand bullshit.
Now, of course, if I have in my hand, they wouldn't be in the coin purse. Would you put your finger in there, Jonathan? Slowly. You can see. Now, how do we get them back into the purse? Well, always we use magic. There's 2. These 2 go into the hand. Oops. There's 1. A little flip. Maybe, Tyler, you want to help me out here? You just blow on it. He can put his finger in it. You can blow on it. Just like that. And of course...
John, I don't understand.
I was just laughing. He put his finger in it. You can blow on it.
You do realize you have the
That's a great joke.
You do realize you have the
So
rim
good.
shot button over there, right?
I was too drawn in. Magic.
We'll go back to the cards.
That was impressive.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Another wand.
Got a nice purse.
It's a black wand.
It's a little bigger.
Again, rim shot button.
Where's that? Let's wait for the next one.
So people at home can see. John, can you just name a card that you see? It's okay.
Let's do a 7 of spades.
7 of spades. Perfect. Okay. So a lot of people ask me. I go through a lot of cards because I'm constantly playing with myself with cards. And what do you do with all your old cards? Like, when do you retire a deck? When do you get new cards? This is what I do with all my old cards. So, Jonathan, take my wand gently, and just
Gingerly.
strokes across the card so that it's
I kind of
Clearly
expected you to
yours.
draw a wand. there.
perfect.
I really was
That's how Jonathan
expecting a
signs
cock
his
and
name.
balls.
It is, actually.
With cock and balls?
So this is what I do with all my old cards.
Kind of looks like a J.
So we know that is Jonathan's cards uniquely his. It's got his unique signature on there.
Just stroke it. Stroke it.
Here's what we do. I'm going to fold this. Jonathan, as you know, I'm a teacher, so we call that a hot dog fold. This is called a hamburger fold. It really is.
Oh, I've heard all
and
of
the only
those.
reason I do it is I make a perforation so I can tear it. So we're going to tear Jonathan's card into 2 pieces. That's not good enough. That's not good enough for me. 4 pieces. I want 4 pieces. Right now, a good magician, Jonathan, will be able to put your card back together using magic. I'm just a average magician, so I'm going to use a lighter here.
I think you're gonna get Scotch tape.
We'll just sort of melt that wax coating that they put on cards and see. Why is that hot there? And just on a count of 3, we'll 1, 2, 3. And would you just verify that is in fact?
That is it. Yeah. That's it.
There you go.
Magic.
I don't have a button for this. Wait. I don't know.
That actually worked pretty
that
well.
work?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
There was no thunder and lightning this last time, though.
Time for
Very,
one more?
very frightening.
Yeah, we got
Yes.
time for one more.
We do this all night.
I want to drink beer too, but
Oh, we can do the same,
I've
2
never
things at once.
performed this out in public, so we'll just see.
Well, we're in a basement, so we're not really in public.
How many people are online right now? Do we know?
we do not know how many are on, only how many have commented.
That's fine. I've got. You may have seen this. These are the ancient Chinese linking rings. I've got 4 separate and solid metal rings. The idea, of course, is to pass solid object through solid object. We'll give that 1, 2, 3, just like that. Now, of course, it's just an illusion. You know that. If those were really linked, you would be able to see that they're really linked. They're not really linked. But you could probably test it yourself, which is what you probably want to do, right? Yeah, heck yeah. Watch. Give it a tap. You just got to find the weak spot in the metal. Just like that. Now, Jonathan, if you'll just hold your finger out. Like that, yeah.
He likes your finger.
Obsessed. I'm obsessed.
They're big sausages.
Go ahead. Go ahead and put your finger through. Yeah.
I like how he
Cut
turned
my
it.
finger off.
Yeah, you can try and get those apart. That's key. Tyler, if you would hold this like you would a steering wheel, but down at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, they're 10 and 2.
No, but you're cruising. So you're
He's
cruising, trying to get
doing like
shapes.
the 5 and 9.
1, 2, 3, just like that. Let go.
What the hell just happened?
Just like that.
Magic.
So, and it's just an illusion. I mean, they look like they're together, but they're not. Obviously.
Sounds like, bullshit, they're not.
It's together.
Yeah, it's just an illusion. So you can see, it's just an illusion. Right?
John, illusion it.
Here, I'll show you. Look, if I have my ring attached here, your 2 rings are attached here, I'm going to put this one in front, right? Which makes it harder for this to happen like that. See, now this ring has a ring in front of it and behind it, which makes it almost impossible for that to happen. What's interesting is even as easily
What
as
the
they
hell?
link, they unlink even more easily. And this is of course, the ancient Chinese linking rings. There you go. Put my rings back in my pouch.
Jennifer Beckert says, me! So you got 1 watcher.
Yes.
All right, I'll do one more for you, and then we'll drink some.
Woo!
All right.
That's not the one I want to do. That's the one I want to do. Oh boy, I tell you. Oh boy, I was in Chicago not long ago. You guys, we talked about this actually.
We
part of
did.
the show. 3-card Monte. You may have seen this in movies or I don't know on the streets of some major cities. I'll tell you about the time I saw 3-card Monte. I heard it as chase the ace. So how it works is there's 2 sort of just random cards and then a money card. They call that the money card. In this case, it's the ace. Sometimes it's the queen, whatever. It's just a different card. So don't pay attention to the 2. Don't worry about that. The ace. The ace is the card you want to follow. And put that down the middle. And then what they do, you guys, is they'll mix them up. And the guy pulled me aside and said, "Hey, you want to try it?" And I said, "Sure." He said, "Where's the ace?" And I was following along. You guys are probably following along. Yeah. Whoops. Screwed that trick up. Never mind. We'll try something else.
I didn't even notice.
I did, and it pains me. Had this been earlier in the show, prior to those beers, then okay. Here, this is one. If you guys have watched America's Got Talent or any of those shows, you may have seen Shin Lim, famous magician. This is one of his tricks, so we'll do one of his. You're gonna help me out.
Oh God.
Okay.
It involves finger.
We'll see how it goes. Normally, I've had you pick a card tonight.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. All right? I just want you to look at a card and think of it. Okay? And we're not going to look. I'm going to use you in this as well.
Okay.
If you can maybe come around here eventually. But I'll just sort of thumb
Pull
through
my
the
head
deck
down.
I was gonna
like that, and you just say stop at some point, and we'll stop on a random card. Okay?
Stop.
Right there. And you guys, we're not looking, but you've got that card. You can remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just want you just to think about the card, and I'll even let you shuffle the deck. Just shuffle those up for me. Good couple of shuffles.
If I can grab the cards. I've had too many beers as well, evidently.
That was a really bad shuffle.
Oh, yeah, it was.
7 times, Tyler.
Yeah, it's 7.
We don't have time for that.
Maybe give it a cut as well. Perfect. So we don't know what the card is, and you're just thinking of it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just kind of do this. There, that's fine. Maybe another little pile here. Kind of go, since there's 4 of us, we'll make 4 piles here. Well, you know what, let's do 3. We'll do 3.
Yeah.
Matt, I won't need you for
Okay.
this. How about that? That way you can man the...
Just like Saturday nights.
There's 3 piles here. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to get kind of weird and funky with this. I'll do it like this. Tyler, queen, 9, or 3, name one.
3.
3. Let's put this not with this one, so we're going to combine it with either this stack or this stack. Which one would you
Far
want?
left.
This one here?
Yep.
Okay. Good. 9 or queen?
9.
9. We'll have to go here. I don't want to match it with its previous stack. That puts the queen here. So we got stack A, B, and C. Which one?
C.
C. Who are you going to give that to?
Matt. John.
John. Okay.
You said who? I just...
A or B? Do you have a preference?
I would want B.
You would want B?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. Now let's do just a little bit of swipping and swapping here. This worked better with 3, but if I do that, do that, and then do that, just like that, that's fine. Everybody pick up your cards like that. So it's almost like we're playing a game of poker or something like that, right? I want you to deal one down. This would be like your card. Neatness counts here. And then we would burn one, right? Like you're playing Texas Hold'em or something like that. And then maybe just give it a little shuffle. You wouldn't do this in a game, but just give it a little shuffle. And maybe put one down for yourself and burn another one. That's fine. Give it a little shuffle. Give it a little shuffle. You can give yourself 2 if you want. I'm going to give myself 2. I'm going to burn, I don't know, 3. It doesn't really matter. And give it a little shuffle. Just as long as we end up with 5 cards in front of us, that's all we need. Put one down. Burn. You can give yourself a couple. Maybe burn a couple. Whatever.
5 cards.
You need at least 5. We can get
Right,
6 or
okay.
7. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna do that, and here, let's do that. So you've got a pile there. Do me a favor. I'm going to count mine here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9. Just go ahead and deal them down. Like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9, 7, and 8. Someone do the math real quick. That's 16 and 8, 24. So a little less than half. Yep. And you're thinking of a card still, right? So we have a little over half of the cards here in the middle. So we have less than a 50% chance that your card you're thinking of is in play. Correct? Here's what I'm gonna say to you. Is that I guarantee you your card is in play.
I'd hope so. It'd be a bad trick otherwise.
It would be. It might be more impressive though if your card was actually in your deck.
That would be very impressive.
It might be even more impressive if your card was the very top card of your deck.
Yeah, it would.
Why don't you flip your card over?
What the fuck?
I mean, that would be super impressive.
What's crazy is, let's go ahead and turn our cards over, John.
We're all
That's 3 of
twos
a
if you
kind.
can't see.
That's 3 of a kind. Right there.
We win.
There you go.
It's impressive. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, bravo. Bravo.
All right, let's drink some beer.
Jennifer says, sorry, I won't be anywhere close to this entertaining next week. Tough act to follow.
Yes. This is so fun. My mind's blown.
All right. Anyway, what's this show about again? Braves are up.
Magic now! Can we shift gears? Can we change the show theme from beer to that?
Fuck beer. We're doing magic now. Our next beer is called Pipe Dream Warp Zone by Funk Brewing. It is a Imperial IPA and 8% ABV, so barely hits that Imperial level.
Yes.
Technically, it's close enough.
This beer was 100% bought for the can label by off-screen Matt.
Can't confirm.
There's that.
ABV didn't hurt. Maybe a little. Don't do that. I mean, like more than a ginger. Lee.
It definitely went nostalgia on the can, of course.
Area.
So here we go. Our last IPA of the night.
Woohoo!
Ooh, kind of has a sweet nose.
Yeah, it does.
When you give it, did you give it a swirl?
Oh, the smaller swirl. Don't forget the smaller swirl.
It brings the bitters out just a little bit when you swirl it.
Maybe I don't want to swirl then.
Sounds good.
Ooh, that's grassy.
We just did a whole thing of just Mario tunes on here. Wah, wah,
No,
wah.
we don't.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's interesting.
Or at least like the fail sound from
Yo.
when you're doing Duck Hunt.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going through a time warp pipe.
A little grassy at the beginning.
Not bitter at all.
No, just a little grassy at the beginning.
Yeah.
Juicy, but yet
Not fruity.
Yeah, not fruity.
Yeah. The juicy, like, liquidy, like we were talking before,
Yeah.
but not the fruity juicy.
Soft body. Kind of like
Creamy.
my big ass.
I mean, clarity is not. I've definitely got floaters at the bottom.
I thought that's what happens in the toilet.
Wow. Classy show. If you're looking for highbrow humor, you found your right channel. Welcome to Two Beerded Guys.
I can't wait till our theme song's finished.
Yeah.
Both of them. We have 2 theme songs being made.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's a race to the finish, boys. Get out there. Get after it.
Lemongrass.
I think that's a good description. Lemongrass. I don't know lemongrass specifically, but
Lemon
this tastes
ass.
like what I'd imagine lemongrass
Yeah.
to taste like. Because it tastes partly lemon and partly grass.
Thanks, Matt. Jokes!
That is my inside
Hey.
level.
Jokes!
No.
There's 2 we hadn't used yet today, I think, of the new ones. Oh, no, he did use
Oh,
the
wait,
new
wait,
one
Tyler.
on accident.
Listen, shut up for a second.
That's the one I was expecting. Yep. I don't know what I think.
I about had a big chunk of something come after me. I wasn't sure what it was at first. Yeah, that last drink's not
exactly
getting
what I
drank.
think.
The name of the brewery is Funk Brewing.
Yeah. Glasses will definitely need rinsed after this one.
Yeah, I just wait for you boys to polish them off.
Oh, mine's already
As
gone.
close as they're going.
It's gonna be a hard pass for me.
I love how he tells us before the show IPAs were his thing, and he's only liked like
We
one
did
of them.
not have good IPAs today.
That's not true. The
That's not
Focal
completely
Banger was
true.
solid.
Polka Bang was very solid.
And the Anchorage one was divisive, but
That wasn't an IPA.
oh well, the sour thing threw me off. Yeah, whatever.
The Sam Jackson.
Shut up.
I really like on what side of that scale is on. Really, I think depends on your opinion of Christina Ricci.
Well, you know my opinion, so.
So definitely opposites there. Yes.
Oh, shit.
That beer.
It's interesting. I'm first, and I'm having
Yeah.
a very hard time figuring out what I think of it. Like I said, it's a soft mouthfeel, hazy body, not overly bitter, but very grassy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it had any, whatever hops they used, didn't give me much of a flavor profile at all,
Yeah.
which bugs me.
Right.
I don't care what hops you use, what style you go with IPA-wise. Whatever hops you should use should stand out in IPA. That's the whole freaking point.
Yeah.
So I'm
Except for the lemon grassy. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give it a 1.75.
Really.
I could see why somebody would give it higher, but I just can't. So I'm gonna go 1.75.
I wouldn't be sad if it was in the fridge. I gotta drink it. I'm probably gonna go. Good lord.
Are you
2
praying?
1/4. 2 1/4. It just didn't. Other than the lemongrass, I mean, there's nothing that really stands out. It's not a. I don't know. It's weird. That's all I got. That's it.
So you said 2 1/4.
Yeah.
And Josh,
I'm gonna bring the average way down because I thought that was disgusting.
All right. That's fair.
Everything I like about IPAs was not present in that.
basically, Funk Brewing,
First
he's
of
telling you
all-
to fuck off.
Funk Brewing, how dare you call that an IPA? No, that's fine.
Funk you.
Don't worry, we've said worse on this show.
Oh man, that was just
Someone had to do it this episode.
not enjoyable at all. There was no bitterness, no hop presence to it at all. So I'm gonna have to give it a 7.5.
All right.
Woo!
Wow.
All right.
Woof.
It's not the lowest per
You
the score.
disgraced your can. How dare you have an awesome can?
Well, they put all the money into the art. They didn't.
They did.
You disgrace the lineage
Had a
of Mario. How
license,
dare you besmirch the name of Mario Brothers?
That is a 1.5. I have to go back and look to see if that beat the best IPA in Alabama, but
I think it. No, best IPA in Alabama is 1.25, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's closer to a 1 on the
Yeah.
best IPA.
I can't leave on that. I gotta try one more.
yes.
Woo!
Oh, it's this one.
Yeah, it's not Trey Blood. This is Naughty Sauce by Noble Ale Works out of Anaheim, California. Does not have. There's the ABV. It is a golden milk stout on coffee. 5.4% ABV. Naughty Sauce is traditional golden milk stout beer style where the stout-like characteristics primarily come from a specially roasted South American coffee that gives you more complexity than you would ever expect.
Okay.
The malt character meshes with the coffee to lend notes of fresh chocolate chip cookie dough, to milk chocolate, to luscious cocoa,
God damn
to
it.
notes of dark espresso. It's a hearty, stout ride that is full of body yet finishes surprisingly clean, begging for another sip.
Full of body, and it's fine.
I mean, they gave a lot of descriptions. There's a lot of wordy words there.
Check to cash.
Yeah, so they gave a lot of things
They've
that
gotta-
better be in here.
They're gonna hit this out of the park, or they're gonna suck it.
And before I pour it, before we see what it looks like, a 5.4% ABV does not give hand to a hearty body.
No.
So, for instance, if John and I were beers, we would be 10 or higher ABV.
Does it give one to body though?
And that is as thin as you can get.
This is the second beer.
He was on top of one.
Well, that's more for my joke that failed, but it kind of timed out get it with the beer too.
This is the second beer we've had from this company. The first was the Cinnamon Toast.
But it was also the naughty
really
sauce
didn't
cinnamon
enjoy.
toast, which we weren't big fans of. But I'd seen other things on the line that were like, "Oh my gosh, this is so good." I'm like, "Are you sure?" But I didn't want to chirp off to other people.
What are you chirping off to?
Exactly, nothing. But we had the cinnamon toast crunch
I see what you
variant
did
of
there.
this beer,
Ooh.
which we had already, which sounded exactly that's what we thought. CT crunch
you
and a
smell, you
beer.
smell.
That is an interesting smell.
It's a bit celery to me.
I was
Vegetal.
gonna say like pepper.
Vegetal.
I'm not getting vegetal at all.
I can see where you could, but it's not what I'm going with.
Almost like
I'm not saying it's not there. I'm
The
just
peppery
looking at-
sounds more accurate, but it's definitely that for me on the nose, more like the coffee smell.
Incidentally, naughty sauce is what you get when you play with your wand. And that's more of a magic thing.
You may want to stay one more beer. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah?
So it's a chocolate chip cookie dough, the rich cocoa.
I'm getting literally none of the things described.
I can get like the Aldi brand cookie dough, maybe.
I'm not getting. No, that's an insult to Aldi. I'm getting no coffee.
I get a little coffee.
I'm getting more. That's what I would call the nose. I'm getting is like burnt coffee.
It says notes of dark espresso is supposed to be here, and there is definitely nothing of that. I'm not getting chocolate chip cookie dough. There's a minimal. There's a minimal amount of cocoa in there, but and Hardy Body my fucking ass.
No.
Yeah. I didn't realize this was the same thing that we had until after I bought it, and I put the connection together on this and this.
I love the
CT
name.
Crunch, but
Yeah, naughty sauce.
I like Noble Brewing Company. I like that. Or Noble Ale Works. I
Yeah,
like that.
that's a
good
solid
name, too.
with the shield. I
Good.
mean,
Yeah,
it fits.
Great.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they suck at making beer. Evidently,
Go for two.
I'm gonna start putting them on the 903 shelf if they're not careful.
are you planning on buying more? Because I learned my 903 lesson. Like, I gave them enough tries that they're officially done. I'm not repeating that now. I had 2 golden ale stouts from these guys, and I'm like,
Any redeeming quality to this?
No.
I mean, it's not like terrible. I could drink it, but it's not like, oh man, I would not like. Oh man, guess what I've got?
Nothing that I
Yeah,
can't.
there's nothing standard. It's not any discernible like flavor that you're like, oh man, there's something about this I gravitate that I like. But it's beer.
You know the only redeeming quality? Right before we drank this, the Braves scored a run. We're up 1-0. So that's the only redeeming. That's the only redeeming quality right now.
yeah.
You just made my day. Thank you. But, yeah, no.
Who's your favorite Braves player of all time?
Chipper Jones. My dad's was
Let me
Eddie
rephrase
Matthews.
that. Why is Dale Murphy your favorite Braves player?
That's one of my brother's top 2. Dale Murphy's. He was a god. Back-to-back MVPs. Should be a Hall of Famer and got robbed. It's
I
fine.
was gonna say Tom Glavine.
Tom Glavine's a beast. Also would have played pro hockey. He was that good.
It's not that.
Matt's going to the boring key. Better watch out. I literally watched him doing this.
It's what this beer is. It's boring.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Nothing-
Now,
I
is
wish
it
I had
so
more
bad that
body.
you wouldn't drink it though? I mean, it's like if we're doing the ratings, like the
In
ones
answer
like
to that question, he pushed away half of his.
Well, he's also
Why?
responsible.
You know, why
he's
not?
He's got to drive.
if
He's
you're
looking forward
going
to the
to
next maybe.
make a stout, why not make
An actual
like I
stout.
could see this being better as a true stout instead of a golden stout. You know what I mean?
I do appreciate the golden stout if it's done right. Just apparently,
Sure.
it's very hard to do right.
We've now had like 6 of them and never found one that was done right.
The Dragon's Milk one actually I think is pretty good,
Dragon's Milk one was good.
That was better than the rest.
and
I think I still hit it pretty hard
and,
compared to everybody else.
The Brewlink one, I think we came to concession. If you get it on draft, is
Yeah,
amazing,
much better.
but in the
That's a
can
little
is
Yeah.
Zwanzig's is good. We
Yeah,
can-
I will say that. I've
Yeah.
had that one. But I had it on draft. I don't know what it'd be in a can.
Also true, I haven't had that in the can either.
Jonathan, you are first for this
I feel like that should be. When we're taking a trip to Zwanzig, like just to get beer.
beer.
You know, it's boring. There's nothing that I would drink about this and be like, oh, I really like this about it. At the same time, it's not horrible. So I'm like a 2.
Josh.
I too give it a 2.
See what you did there. Wait. Wait for it.
Wow.
Rim shots are supposed to be immediate.
You know, I don't have all the button layout memorized. There's like
2 of the buttons.
There's like at least 5 buttons over here. All right.
Now let's take that from the top. I too give it a 2.
Much better. Let's fix that in post, John.
There's no post. It's live.
Oh,
That's why we like live.
Yeah, so I think you're both off your fucking rockers, and it's getting a 1 for me.
That would be a 175. 2.5. Math, it's hard. 52.
I'm an English teacher.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Matt, you don't count.
52 times 7.
But what would it be?
I mean, I would drink it, but it's definitely nothing to be like excited about, or like, oh man, I'm gonna be happy to drink this, or dude, you're here, you should try this. Like, I drink it though. It's not like hate worthy.
Yeah.
I don't know. 2, I think it's kind of fair.
So
If they didn't go as like balls deep and like, hey, we got everything that a white stout should be on the can, I probably would have rated it higher, but they kind of did their own grade.
I'd have given him a 0.5 higher if
If
they,
they
They didn't go into as much detail all the stuff.
that can killed him in my book.
yeah, the chocolate chip cookies comment.
Right.
And
got my
hearty body.
My expectations,
body.
I wanted cookies and milk.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for.
I got no cookies or milk.
You were reading that, and I'm just like, it's 5.4%. It's not going to have a hearty body.
Or all of those flavors.
No.
Um,
All right.
are we having to say goodbye, sir?
Or you
I
gonna-
can't leave on that either.
All right.
That's how we keep
That's
yes.
how we do.
Stack them up with some shitty beer so they have to stay longer.
We do that to ourselves, Tyler.
Yeah.
How many times have we ended a show
It's
on
a
a
serious
factory?
question. Now, are you hanging around
Never.
with good beers, or because now we got 2.
These are supposed to be good.
averaging 15%. They're McKellar. They can't.
This
be
one
that
is 12%. That one is 15. Yeah. Went from 5 to 15 or to 12. You know, it's fine.
Hearty body.
Yeah. This is the John and Tyler stout.
Thick.
There we go. This is by McKellar. It is the Trey Blood Imperial Stout brewed with maple and coffee. I love how they have the
sorry.
ingredients. First ingredient, water.
It's the most important ingredient in beer.
Here's important.
That was just, I love it. They put that in the ingredients list. Brewed and canned by McKellar San Diego. So yeah, this should be exciting.
I've been really excited for this because I can't remember if it was that one first or the barrel. I had
You
one
got
of them.
the barrel first.
Okay, because I had one of them, and then the other one came up on Tabor.
Exploded
So
on my hand.
Don't play if you want too much.
So
Dice
just
sauce.
so you know, this is the. We have 2 McKellar Trey Bloods today. This is the standard, and then we have the barrel aged following it. So, yeah, if you're interested, pay attention to both.
Yeah. So when I realized I had them both, like, oh, we can do both of these. We're gonna do them both in the same episode, so we can get that. Because I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to do too much of this.
Was that Macho Man?
Oh yeah, brother! It's time to a Slim Jim. The epic handshake, my most favorite thing that ever happened in wrestling. You guys seen that, right? Where Macho Man and Hulk Hogan try to like handshake, but they can't do it for like 5 minutes
I'm gonna push that
the
nerd
world
button real
might implode. Oh, well, hang on, where's that?
Don't get me started on wrestling.
Can you hand me the wax cutter? Oh, I don't need it on this one. Never mind.
After this, I'm going to show you that clip, John. You're going to like it.
I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Yes.
I forgot we're doing the Trey
Because the
Blood.
Hulkamania and the madness, they're trying to come together, brother. The world can't handle it.
It's the Mega Powers.
Ooh, the nose already is
That's
much more
Yeah, this is
exciting.
diesel fuel, or this is.
Hey,
We're talking about body.
Noble, yeah.
There you go.
There's a
Yeah,
body.
This is motor oil. Let's go.
The head itself,
I see. I give it a nice smaller swirl.
nice and brown.
Oh, I got the maple in there.
I just got a lot of booze in my swirl. And this isn't even the stronger
Ooh,
one.
that's tasty.
Ooh.
Hey guys, when you say what's on the can, better be in the can, they fucking nailed it. That is maple and coffee right there.
Oh, that is good.
Excellent.
You know those little maple nut candies you can get?
Yeah. There is definitely, I love it.
Oh.
Because it's not overly bitter from the coffee.
No.
It's a good balance. Maple's a great thing to use with a coffee stout because it can balance. But just like with coffee, if you use too much maple syrup, you're going
Yeah.
to over the top it. That way you're going to get that diabetes in a glass.
It's very well balanced.
This is very balanced. You get a little bit of that coffee bitterness.
You get a little
but
roasty.
A lot of that just maple sweetness without it being over the top. Like I've talked about on the show a lot. I'm not a diabetes in a can guy. I don't like the pastry stouts. This is a beautiful balance of bitter and sweet.
Body is smooth.
And at 12%, I don't think this thing drinks like a 12.
It finishes closer than some. I would not say this is a DUI shelf beer because the finish does give you a hint at the booziness. But
we've had many other 10 plus percenters that drink a lot harder than this does.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is a pretty smooth 12.
this is good.
Yeah.
Does this make up for the last 2 beers for you?
Oh, yeah.
I am glad that I didn't drink my other one yet because I was waiting for this show forever to do this, but this is so good.
What I like about this
Is everything?
is everything. Much like sriracha, this goes good with everything.
This would be great with a steak.
But when you're drinking it, the aroma as you're
waft.
bringing it up to your nose is just, that's delightful.
I'm even more excited for the barrel age now. Just see what that does to this puppy.
Wow.
Besides an extra 5%.
That is...
It's tremendous.
Yeah. There's not a lot more you can say about that. That is
like holiday, sitting around the fire,
Ooh.
watching.
We're getting that
Ooh.
time of year, too.
What about this with some more?
Yeah.
You watch it.
Handshake.
You watch it.
Hands on the
About
glass.
to make this table float.
Because this is that, it's got enough sweet and pair well with it, but it's got that little bit of bitter cutting it where it would go well with that to rinse it down.
Yeah, it would. That bitter...
This would be a good
If you
s'more
burn
holiday
your
party.
marshmallow,
Just on one side, though, right?
No.
No.
What? No, you got to balance that. You can't have too much. You can't have a whole totally burnt
This
marshmallow.
bounces it.
Oh, I did see something on the line earlier today. Speaking of s'mores, where they use
The
the
way he says that.
they used instead of the, like graham crackers and like Hershey bar, they did the fudge cookies with the stripes on it.
Yep.
I'm like, well, that's not a graham cracker, but that still looks fucking good.
hey, here's a pro tip for you. Instead of a Hershey's bar, a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yep, I've seen
Come
that
on.
too.
Come on.
That sounds
Yeah, no,
good, but
it's
I don't.
amazing.
That sounds like a
No, it's so good.
like much like Tyler does like the diabetes in a glass. Like the s'more on its own is almost too much for me. Inserting
once.
peanut butter, which I love, in there as well might cross over the line. For,
Now I'm gonna tell
me.
you this right now.
You're gonna flip the table, but not with your wand. It's gonna be a frustration flip.
You do a Reese's peanut butter cup in your s'mores, that'll jack your tongue off.
Well, that's definitely the opposite of Malort, which kicks your tongue in the
Short
balls.
pour.
That is a short pour. It's official.
What does short pour mean?
It lives forever on the line.
We'll take a short clip,
Uh-huh.
and we have a playlist on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
and we call them short pours. It's themed. Beer themed.
Oh,
And that is officially going to be on the short pour list now.
yeah.
My tongue getting jacked off by a Reese cup. Some more.
Will there be naughty sauce?
I hope not. That shit was terrible.
There's no wands involved.
No wands involved.
So have we done? I was just thinking, like, candies we could put with a s'more, like a Carmelo.
Talk about diabetes on a...
I honestly think.
But the band fundraiser version, because those are superior.
Oh, those
I
were...
kind of feel like the caramel with the melty, stringy caramel would almost work better than the peanut butter, which I'm a big peanut butter lover. But I think with the marshmallow, that might work a little better.
Uh,
And
band
hand check.
fundraiser.
yeah, those just the fundraiser ones in general. Those are... John!
Oh, sorry.
Can we change this episode's name to hand check?
The fundraiser Carmelo bars are by far the best
By far
ones.
superior.
Oh,
It's the only reason it stayed in band as long as it did.
to buy candy bars.
I made a lot of money for us.
Did you? Because you bought them all?
They were tasty.
I am so excited to try the next one.
I know. Oh, so I anticipatorily want to rate this lower because I think the next one's going to be better. How bad is that?
Speaking of rating, though, our first score, it comes from Josh.
I'm pushing it away only because it's too good.
No, that's going in someone's glass.
That is...
That's tasty.
Where do I put that?
It's viscous.
It's got a beautiful
Nice.
color.
You mean viscous?
I'm going to say 4.5.
It's a solid score.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that at all. Man, that's tough. I'm gonna give it a 4 or 5.
I was gonna go 4.75. I think it's fantastic.
I almost did. I truly that was tough.
I can't give you a reason why I didn't go 4.75, but I did.
What we've noticed
it's
once
tough.
you
It's
get
personal
that high, it
the 4+ range is really just beer to beer and taste to taste. Like,
it gets real tough to go 4.755 just because you're like, even though we try not to compare,
Someone
in your
it's
mind
really
you're sitting there running.
That's when you start.
You're running through like, all right, at this level, where does it compare to the other ones I've given those type of scores? And I'm sitting there
Is
going,
it jacking my tongue off? That's my
that's
question.
that's gonna be the new
I might start describing
new
that.
4+. Yeah. Well, 4 is searching it.
4 or 5 or higher.
4 or 5 or higher is
4.75 is jacking my tongue off.
doesn't jack my tongue off. It's like the opposite of Malort.
So I do Malort over Listerman Pride.
Oh no, I'd do anything
No.
with Malort.
No.
I'd rather get a kick in the balls than a shot of Malort.
No.
I don't know.
You had Malort?
Hey,
I'm not-
Just say no.
all right, John.
I've not had your Lord.
That was
or anyone
fantastic. Came out
else's
4 or
Lord.
5, right?
4.5. Yep.
Well played.
Thank you.
That was fantastic.
That was really good.
All right, we have 1 beer left.
Since I wasn't asked, my not counting score. No, I'm kidding.
Here's the deal. I'm gonna start packing up.
But he's got
If
to
that
sample
beer
that next
gets
one.
open and poured just a little bit before I leave, then I'll taste it and chime in.
All right.
It's been poured before you leave.
Well, look at that.
And just a little bit too.
Just a little bit.
Hey, he said just a little bit.
Hey, baby. No one. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
I heard John just pouring this amazing looking
Yeah, I
beer.
know.
Is this one even darker?
Yes.
Because I feel like it does on the screen. I just wasn't sure if I'm getting my hopes up.
It is darker.
All right, so I just want to get like 4 or 5 on the last one, like because half anticipatory for this and half it was really good, but I feel like it's not quite there for the 4.75.
No.
But I'm really excited to see this one because this one I think might at least get 4.75. Just based
This
on
one's gonna.
the-
This if they do the barrel right, it's gonna push some of the best ones. But
Woo! Again, this is the McKellar Trey Blood 2020, aged in bourbon barrels. Imperial Stout brewed with maple syrup and coffee. This one, though, rings in at 15.4%.
I just realized I forgot to do cam on the last one, so I'm glad that was still there when you picked it up. So that was the old non-barrel aged. This is the barrel aged.
So this is the same beer barrel aged.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
And stronger. Oh, it smells
that's a good pour.
just as good, but with the bourbon.
Oh boy.
You get a little bourbon on the nose, too.
That's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
the smell is like
You still get the maple, you still get the coffee.
A perfect smell balance. A smellance.
That's like my favorite sort of combination of flavors. That smell, aromas. I suppose.
It's more mellow.
is it?
That is a DUI shelf beer.
Reminds me of a port.
Oh my gosh.
That is mellow. That is
so
my phone just
smooth.
looked up DUI lawyers when I said that.
See what you do, Trey Blood?
For his next trick.
Which I guess, funny little tidbit too. Trey Blood is some kind of like McKellar, wherever they're from, in the overseas area.
Aren't they from Denmark?
Tree Blood is the Trey Blood, hence the maple. So,
But isn't it originally from Denmark?
Yeah.
I know it's overseas, but I'm not sure. It's somewhere in Europe. But
Netherlands, Denmark.
I don't know. Like Europe encompasses a lot of things, so I can say that, kind of throw a dart at the board and still be right.
Too. Damn it.
Yeah, history and geography.
No,
were
Denmark
boring.
and the Netherlands is the same thing.
Isn't that weird?
Britain and England. Yeah.
I do know I enjoy a good Danish for breakfast.
That's German.
I think it would be the Danes.
I do know my heritage.
Denmark! Copenhagen.
Copenhagen. We had 2 Copenhagens tonight.
Yeah.
3 technically.
That first one was not representative.
But these guys, you take to the consulate.
That's excellent.
It's excellent.
Oh, no. Denmark's not the same. My bad.
I can't believe how smooth this is in contrast to the last.
I should know that. I'm a
this
social studies
one-
history major.
Tyler saying that this was smoother than the last one is true. This is a barrel aged, higher percentage, and it's smoother
It's not boozy.
than the standard.
Denmark's on the west side of Austria, or west side of Germany. Denmark's on the north edge of Germany.
Where are the Netherlands at?
That's why I said Netherlands is here on the west side. Denmark's on the north. So I was incorrect. I apologize.
Denmark is like the penis. Or wand. Sorry, euphemism. Wand.
No,
Denmark's literally like a straight up inlet.
This is a nerd show, John. We call them wands around here.
Wand. All right.
So the Netherlands are like your testicles.
Yeah. Or
If you're on your back.
a snitch.
To all of our Danish friends.
Are they our metal rings?
For the one person from that area who's ever watched this show, we're sorry.
Who did? Wait, was that? No,
That was a Twitch one. Wasn't
he was Swedish.
I said
it?
area.
Swedish and Germany.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah,
So even farther north and still Germany.
That is amazing. That's so good.
But it's smoother.
I feel confused though
It is.
because I really like the more robust flavor of the prior one, but I appreciate the smoothness of this and the higher ABV at the same
This
time.
is deadly. 15.4% that smooth.
You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's interesting to me is how different it tastes compared to the other one. You know, it's clearly, you would think that it's two different beers, and I guess it is, but just the barrel aging changes it so much.
There's a little less coffee bitterness, which it was balanced well to begin with.
Right.
But there's a little less.
But you still get the coffee, you still get the maple, and now you get
You
the
get a
barrel
little more of
on
the
top.
dessert style maple.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The barrel's it's just there. It's not overpowering at all. It's just a little linger there. And it smooths it all down. And that is...
Impressive feat, actually, because barreling usually amps up flavor. Like
Depends on the flavor.
Dude, look at that Chardonnay barrel we had, and just all the notes that barrel provided.
Sorry, I just got really excited about that.
It just mellowed.
Does it say how old this is?
This was a 2020 bottle.
Okay, so this
was this year's...
So it was aged in a barrel, but I mean it's released this year, as was the other one. So
Yeah.
they can't be that dramatically.
No.
I was going to wonder. I wonder.
My
if it's the same
guess
batch
it's
or
same
not.
batch.
And then this one they just barrel aged for at least 3 months.
Yeah, my guess is it's same batch. It might not be. This might be the one that was... Because it's probably released 2020 would be my guess.
Yeah.
So it might be the year before, and then thrown in the barrel and released this year, and then the standard was this year's.
Dude, it's so good.
But either way, I mean it's not like it's been like that far off. I
No.
would imagine then.
They're both fantastic. This one here is...
Because we're gonna test this theory on the show. I believe with some beers that we've got, but I've never really had a stout that I just sat on an age to see what it does. But I hear it typically mellows with age, right?
It should, especially barrel aged. It should.
Gotcha.
Now, I've only ever had a true aged beer like twice, so...
Right. That's why I've never really done
Now,
it.
I do have
I
a
don't
ton,
have
I
the-
do have
the
a ton that we do
self-restraint.
need to drink one day.
Yeah.
So, and then we could
I'm
test
a
that
fan.
theory.
Like, this is amazing.
It's very good.
Do you...
So do you guys prefer the smootherness?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a word.
Smoothness.
Smootherness, because this is more smoother.
He's a wordsmith.
Or no, that's his
He's a
job.
regular Shakespeare. He's a regular Shakespeare, making up words in the English
Bill
language.
Shakespeare.
Oh, Billy Shake. Or do you guys prefer that more pronounced flavor from the last, like ABV aside?
I think I prefer this one.
Really?
I prefer the previous one.
I kind of like that more robust flavor, but I appreciate this one's like alcoholness and the smoothness, but flavor profile, I kind of prefer the flavor of the prior.
If I was going to choose one
Who
of the
rates
two to
first?
drink, I would
Me.
choose the first one.
Right, like if all things, if ABV was equal, XYZ's, it was just that flavor difference. I kind of like that more pronounced.
And that's so
flavor
funny because
prior.
this is like when we're talking about this jacking off your tongue level. It is definitely like
You're
just
welcome,
personal
Internet.
preference. Tyler, let's go. What we got?
I'm sorry, guys. I've been stalling while they're talking, trying to decide what in the hell I'm going to rate this. Plus, the Braves are on.
I know what I'm rating this.
I like it better, and therefore, which again we don't compare, but in this case we have to.
This was half the point of doing it.
Yeah, what's
was
the
to
point?
I'm
compare
gonna
them.
go with a 4.75.
Okay.
It still doesn't quite reach one of my all times on this show, but it's mostly because in comparison to another beer we've had, and again I'm not trying to.
We're not comparing,
But comparing to Shadow Man,
yeah, that was.
I gave it a 4.75, and for me they're on the same level, so
Because you
therefore
were
I'm not
wrong.
gonna go above. Now I think they're both more like 4.8, 4.9s.
Yeah.
But unless it's a 5, I don't give it a 5. So I'm gonna go 4.75.
I am going a 5 on this one. I think it's fantastic. Like, this is my flavor profile. I love the smoothest of it. I'm a 5. That's what it is.
I'm going to go 4.5. I can't say that it's better than the other one. So they're both just excellent. I mean, they're both great.
Do you know that's our first 4.75 average beer?
Is it?
We've had 2 5s and then 7 4.5s.
So this is our third highest rated beer ever.
This will be our third highest rated beer ever, and only the first one to be a 4.75. Because I've noticed once they've hit that kind of level, it's ended up with 2 5s and a 4.75.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the other ones that have gotten like a 4.75, say out of John or somebody like that, one of the other 2 people rating have given it like a 4.25 or something like that.
Interesting.
Fantastic.
But before we go, I want to thank, because we're going to let him hop out of here. He's got to go, and then we'll do our closing. But I want to thank Josh. So Magic with Cecil, or what was your full?
Cecil Magic.
Cecil Magic. I should know that.
And Cecil Media.
And CecilMedia.net.
.net. He was
Who
fancy
uses-
on that one.
So if you live in the area and you own your own local business, Books of Beers Noble, Steve Fox, Jordan Fox, and you need some promotion work done,
Yeah, these guys.
or you have an event you want.
Josh has been fantastic. We appreciate you coming on. You've been a blast. We'd love to have you on again sometime.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
But yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I really do.
I appreciate you.
And that's what I appreciate.
Great work back there.
Don't lie to him.
Click buttons. Click buttons, wash dishes.
But while he's packing up, we'll go ahead and close out.
Yeah.
I still have quite a bit of beer to drink, but that's because I am savoring the shit out of this thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, can I interject and decide to throw my last score on that one?
Absolutely, sorry.
Okay.
Later, buddy.
I'm going to drive safe. So with
I
this one,
apologize, brother.
I'm actually going to agree with Josh on this because I appreciate them both equally for different things. I don't know that I can really pick a favorite because this one is the smoother, the higher ABV. So especially with that collective, smoother, higher volume alcohol compared to the last one, I had the more robust flavor but less alcohol. There's things that they're so similar but so different at the same time. It's kind of boggling,
Right.
to be a same base beer with just a barrel aging difference. Like, it's dramatic, the difference, yet the similarities. I appreciate them both. They both are delicious. They both are top tier beers. I would highly recommend either if you can get both, especially both. But I think I'd go 4 or 5 on both of them because I wouldn't be able to pick a favorite out of them. They both have their differences that I prefer one over the other.
That is...
If you can find a bottle, let's just get it.
You know what's funny? The longer I drink it, the little bit more barrel I'm getting.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to get the 15.4 a little more, but I still say it's a DUI shelf beer. Like, it's too smooth.
Oh, it's yeah.
This one's definitely smoother than the first one at a higher ABV.
This thing's absurdly
You
smooth.
guys know the maple syrup candies I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well, you're a loser.
I just didn't.
Normally you
eat
buy
candy
from
as a kid.
like Big Lots.
See, I got all my vegetables out when I was young, so now I don't have to eat them. That's why I don't like green things now.
It's a maple syrup candy. There's nothing green about it.
He's saying
Exactly.
he ate vegetables and not candy as a kid, so he could eat candy and not vegetables as an adult.
Oh, I
See,
missed
he
that.
got it.
Jokes.
No, that's just that.
I don't think it was a joke.
No, it wasn't. I ate obnoxiously healthy as a kid. It was weird.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a joke.
It's an old people candy. Like
It is.
if you go to your grandma's house who calls a couch a Davenport,
So, like,
I'm fairly certain
that
you
means
can
she's
find
like
it.
at least 90.
how close is it to the Werther's Originals?
I'm fairly certain you can find it at like
Big
Cracker
Lots,
Barrel?
TSC,
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, and it's
All the places that cater to
yeah.
that demographic.
yep.
You can say old people; they don't watch our show.
That's true. The internet. How does that work?
That first one reminded me of that more than this one did even.
This is
Yeah, both well crafted, both fucking delicious. I'm glad that we did them back to back, especially so we can get that immediate difference.
And how
comparison.
fun was Cecil?
oh, Josh was fantastic. I want him back on the show.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, really good.
Continue
I'm
our streak
impressed we're
of no one
technically-
leaving here like, fuck this, I'm not coming back.
I'm impressed. We're only 3 minutes past 9 with as much
Yeah.
magic as we did,
We did really well.
and
Well,
we had 9 beers.
we also drank quick.
Couple of them we did.
A couple
There
of them weren't too great. We had
there
to
was
put
a
them down.
couple we were just getting rid of.
Yeah. All right. So speaking of being a couple after 9, closing thoughts, beer of the night, gents.
Fuck off.
One of the Trey Bloods.
We can keep talking if we want.
One of the Trey Bloods.
Obviously, score-wise, I'm gonna have to say the last Trey Blood.
Yeah.
But the beer of the night for me has to be the Anchorage Sour. Even though I didn't score as high, I only gave it a 4.5 compared to a 4.75 on this. man, that sour was so different. It's going to be the one that later down the road, when I think of this night, it's the one that'll stick in my memory. Now, if somebody brings this beer up, I will be like, oh, that thing's fucking amazing. But when I'm just like, oh, yeah, we had a great show. Josh Cecil was on. Oh, and we had, the one that I think of will be that sour. I had a funky, weird, fun, different sour. And that'll be the one that sticks in my head. And therefore, to me, that has to be my beer of the night.
Yeah, for me, it's Trey Blood. Both are fantastic. And I don't care which version it is, barrel-aged, non-barrel-aged. So good. Beer of the night?
I'm going to dovetail off of John there, echo John. The two Trey Bloods, especially side by side, I think it was just fun to do. And it was really cool, and they both were really amazing. So I don't know that I could pick one, but it's the Trey Bloods. The Trey Blood-ing experience of the two.
Check.
No, howdy do?
There's a snake in my boot.
I forget what I was about to say, actually. 15.4%, baby. It's been a great night. Man, I can't say enough about the last two beers we had, and then I can't say enough about Anchorage in general, but the sour and the two Trey Bloods, we had some losers tonight.
Yeah.
We had some losers tonight. Mr. Blue, Pipe Dream, and Naughty Sauce were all rough.
They were subpar, but I wouldn't say that they're like the work. Like, we've had rougher nights for sure.
But then we ended up with the Gosa was solid.
Yeah.
The sour was solid.
I might suggest we drink the second Gosa I got.
Focal Banger was solid. And then the True Trey Bloods. I mean,
Focal Banger was really good.
I want to say I was like surprise factor probably goes the Focal Banger for me because I thought I was gonna hate that. And I could handle it, and I definitely can appreciate it for what it was.
Cecil dinged it a little bit, and that's the only reason it ended up not a 4. So I think he only gave it like a 3.
Yeah.
But it was a solid beer, and I'm...
Yeah.
But thank you guys for watching. I know we're a little past 9, although impressively close for everything we did today.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We're getting good at this.
Almost. Almost like we know what we're doing.
It's all relative.
But thank you for watching. If you want to be a guest on the show or know somebody that would be, let us know. Yeah. You can email us at twobeerdedguys.com, or if you know one of us personally, just text us.
Do we have a teaser for next week on who might be on?
Yes, Jennifer, Backyard Beer Chick, not BBC.
BYBC.
BYBC.
Don't forget the Y. Because she likes you.
But yeah, Backyard Beer Chick. Find her on Instagram. She's had some great posts, great beer reviews.
She does some traveling. She's able to get some other beers in other places. She participates in some beer trading.
She's actually bringing us some from North Carolina for the show.
Yeah.
So that's going to be...
Long live Asheville.
Yeah, fantastic. So that'll be a great episode next week. Make sure you tune in. After that, we have David Slifka the following week.
Yep, I'm gonna rely on Matt to remind me.
And then
I might need to do that.
Hey, and then 5
I'm gonna rely on you to rely on me.
All right.
The first Monday in November will be 5 Pete. It'll be his 5th episode on this show.
Fifth Pete.
Like, that is hilarious.
I know
he's been a big supporter.
When I've been clicking back and forth, I keep seeing water performance technology. I'm like, no.
Ugly Pete's water.
Ugly Pete's water.
Lastly, there was something we meant to do on CanCam. Can you switch over to CanCam for me?
Sure can.
John.
See what I did there?
Yes. If only we had a
John.
sound.
I know.
John.
Muscle memory's not there yet.
So we participated in the virtual beer fest, and it was the New Jersey Highlands, and they do water conservation. So as we're on the CanCam, you're going to see on the right side of the screen, they are still raising money for water conservation. So you can text the number on there and donate money. You can go and buy a T-shirt, and you can see the link there for the T-shirt, the link to go buy it. And then finally, there's the link for the auction, and we posted it on our Facebook page as well. So you can go to the auction and bid on your favorite items. Some of them might require you to be in the New Jersey area. Some don't, like the Indiana beer tasting package from the Two Beerded Guys. So we're going to send you, if you bid and
at our cost.
At our cost, yes. We're going to send you a tasting package of popular Indiana beers running the whole gamut of styles. We did a good job curating these beers. And then
I like that John's face is on one side of the bottle and then Tyler's hands on the other. And when he said, like, on the right side of the screen, I'm like, was he talking about Tyler's bottle popper? Like, oh, no, he means the thing on the far right side of the screen.
But not only are we going to send you these beers, we're going to set up a live virtual hosting so we can talk to you about the beers, talk to you about the breweries, and just hang out and have a good time one evening just virtually.
So check that all out. That is the end of the night for us. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm TBG_OpsGuy.
Mudhog, B&Q.
Behind the camera is the one and only.
OffScreenMatt.com.
Check out Cecil Magic, Cecil Media.
So I was going to say, our guest tonight was Josh Cecil, so check out Cecil Magic. And we will see you later for next week's episode 39 with Backyard Beer Check. So
BYBC.
BYBC. We love you.